Okay, so in this lesson, you'll be learning how to become super focused and really accomplish high productivity on a day-to-day basis. So these are my 5 key elements. Number 1, you gotta plan out your week. Listen, there's a saying from Seneca, you can have the best ship in the world, but without proper directions, you're stuck at sea. And it's a real common thread I keep on seeing among many entrepreneurs is they're running around like a chicken with their head cut off. You gotta know where you're going, so plan out your week. Gary Keller talks about this in his fantastic book, The One Thing, and he specifically points out that if you're not planning your week, you're failing. So I want you to plan out your week. I want you to spend at least an hour or an hour and a half every Sunday planning out every single day. What does this mean? This means Monday. What are you doing on Monday for your weekly goal? Because your weekly goal will turn out to be your monthly goal, monthly to quarterly, quarterly to yearly, yearly to 5 to 10 years. It's a compound effect. And if you can really emphasize exactly what you want to accomplish on a day-to-day basis, you've won half the battle. So let's re-emphasize that. Every single Sunday, I want you to plan out your week. What you're going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And when the week is done, you're going to do a weekly recap. I did a video about this. The link will be below. But yes, you got to do a weekly recap and see if you accomplish what you've set out to do. Remember, you can have a beautiful ship, as Seneca talks about. You can have a Ferrari. You can have all these amazing mediums and vehicles. But if you don't know where you're going, they just stay there, okay? So plan out your week. Number 2, your body, physiology. Focus is about having energy. People talk about time management. Let's talk about energy management. I can give you 3 hours to do something. However, if you're like this, and you have brain fog, and you're tired, and you need 100 cups of coffee, then what's the point? However, if I give it to somebody else, and they got a lot of energy, a lot of oomph, stugazza, as the Italians talk about, and they can accomplish that same task in half an hour. They have massive action in that half an hour. So energy management, these are some rituals that I do on a day-to-day basis to give me the energy I need to accomplish so many things. It's tough running a couple of companies, coaching people around the world, right? So you gotta be at top of your game. Step number 1, when you wake up, you gotta have a lot of water. I have about 2 liters of water when I wake up. I put a little bit of lemon or lime, doesn't matter. Some salt sometimes. It all depends how I feel. I'm not robotic. I'm not super routine, person. However, I do have some key elements I do on a day-to-day basis. And that is having water when I wake up. Right after that, I go outside. I try to do at least a 15 to a half an hour walk. Why do you say? You need the oxygen to your brain. That's how you stay focused. Blood flow to the brain, oxygen to the brain, okay? And during the walk, some cool things you can do is go upside down. So go in a handstand, or maybe, you don't have the capability, you can bend over a bench or a chair or anything to get the blood flowing to your brain. This will maximize the nerves, the capillaries, everything, so you can actually stay focused for the rest of the day and have energy. The problem is we wake up, we have our coffee, we go sit our asses down on a chair, and then go to our car, sit down, then to the office. You're restricting the blood flow, you're restricting the oxygen, right? You're cut off, you're always hinging over. So you gotta be moving. Next, once you're done your walk, I want you to start your day with a high-fat diet. A lot of protein. Tim Ferriss talks about this. A lot of my other friends and people in the natural world, they talk about this. If you start your day with a lot of protein and healthy fats, it's going to stabilize your blood sugar levels. Because the problem with most people is when they're trying to concentrate and stay on focus, they're having blood sugar crashes. That's why they need a coffee at 3 o'clock or the donut or some sugar spike, because their blood sugar is going like this, dips like a roller coaster. You need something to bring it back up. But however, if you eat healthy, eat the proper fats, which support your cell membranes, supports your hormones, supports your blood sugar, you won't have these crashes. You're gonna have unlimited energy. You keep on going and going like the Energizer Bunny, okay? So that's number 2, physiology. Remember, let's recap that. It's not time management, it's energy management. Number 3, control your environment. Richard Branson talks about this. His businesses, he has many businesses, they started exploding in rapid results when he took his work away from his home. You can't have them together. So if you're working out of your house, get out of there. Get an office. Go to a local co-op where they have co-sharing spaces. Go to a cafe. Go to the library. Anywhere. I don't care where you go, but you can't be working at home because there's too many distractions. Maybe you have kids, maybe your wife, the kitchen is there, all these other gizmos around you. You can't have that because your workplace is just for work. End of story. Your home is for your home, where you do, whatever you want to do. That's your time to relax with your family, with your friends. You can't have the same thing in the same spot. Separate them, okay? So please, if you're working out of your house, stop that today. Number 4, time chunking. This is crucial. Research has been coming out lately, and this is old research dating back even from Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, which was studying about flow. It's talking about that our capabilities to stay focused are maximized when we concentrate an hour in, so focusing on something for an hour, pausing for a couple of minutes, anywhere from 4 minutes to 16 minutes, and going back to the task. We're not robots. We're not meant to stare at the computer or keep on writing something for 5 hours. Our brain, it thinks exponentially. It doesn't think linearly. Dun, dun, dun. It goes like this, like a tree, like a fractal everywhere. So you have to get up from what you're doing. And what I like to do is go for a walk and maybe do some jumping around, but every hour-ish, just stop what you're doing. And I guarantee you're going to notice huge increases in your focus and productivity. Now, referring back to the time chunking is I like to time chunk my days in 2.5 hours. So wake up in the morning. Maybe this morning I need to do 5 business calls. It's in 2.5 hours. I don't have a business call here, then there, then here. Everything's chunked. So my calls are in 2.5 hours. Me writing a business proposition is 2.5 hours. Me having dinner with somebody is 2.5 hours. I don't mix match. Everything is structured, okay? You can't be all over the place. Your mind's gonna go crazy. You gotta concentrate on a certain task, accomplish that, and move on to the next thing. You can't be doing A, then a little bit of B, then a little bit of C, then a little bit of D. You're gonna go crazy at the end of the day, and that's not an organized approach to accomplishing and staying focused on your end result, okay? So time chunk your day. It refers back to the first point I was talking about, planning your week. So each day that you plan out, also time plan out that day. So have those chunks. In fact, this is something I want you to also include is have time chunks for breaks. Make sure you get your lunch. Make sure you get your walk. Make sure you get your gym. Make sure you get your time to call friends or meet up with friends. It's really, really important to stay fresh that way. Finally, number 5, taking time off. I'm a go-getter. I'm an A-type personality. I like to go hyperdrive. I'm in the future 10 years already. However, this will burn you out. And you gotta take time off your day. And it works this way because it's a compound effect. Listen, it's not about working like a madman. It's about working smart. So if you look at the day and you're working 8 hours, can you come up with a way to get the same amount of work done in 8 hours in 5? And the answer, 100% of the time, is yes. Yes, you can. You can get 5 hours of work done in 8 hours. And this is what you gotta do. And if you take a little bit of time off every single day, you're gonna keep that freshness of sanity, I like to call it, for your future goals. And Dan Sullivan, he's the founder of Strategic Business Coach. He has a fantastic system that I highly recommend. You can try. It's tough to incorporate. However, if you can, it has done wonders in my life. And that is this. You want to have 2 days of super creativity. For example, let's go throughout a week. Monday's booked off and Tuesday's booked off for growth in your business. That means working on products, content creation, growing the actual business itself. So growth, nothing else. No emails, no phone calls, no business call, no nothing. It's just pure growth. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, those are maintenance mode. That's when you get the phone calls, the emails. You're not growing nothing. You're just making sure everything's running. You're checking the oil, you're checking the machinery, you're checking the systems, you're checking up on the people. And finally, the last 2 days, so it's 5 days, is a time off. So whether that is a Saturday, Sunday, or Friday or Saturday, no work. You're not allowed to talk about work. You're not checking your emails because that is your time to recharge with your friends and family, okay? There you have it. Those are my 5 master tips for staying focused. If you got some tips you want to share with me, leave it below this video, comment, and if you want me to make any other videos, please leave a comment below this video.